Hi Virgo, welcome to your bi-weekly tarot reading. I'm so sorry I couldn't make your videos in the last bi-weekly. It was a very busy time for me, and so this is why I'm initiating with your own sign. Like the last time, I'll be doing a bi-weekly and using a Celtic cross spread to give a little bit more insight on possible experiences and messages you may be going through this time. As always, keep in mind that this is just a general reading. Take what it feels right and with what resonates with your own life experiences at the moment. If you would like a private reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below, and I'll be glad to receive your message. So, Virgo, get ready for action. You've been in a period of a little bit of confusion and stagnation and trying to understand really how to move forward in your life with all the mixed signals that you have been getting a lot. And so this mixed signals, this mixed emotions, this all over the place, really, especially concerning your emotional self, kept you in a state of being very surrounded by this fog, by this nebulous energy that prevent you from move, because as a Virgo you like to know the ground you are walking on, and it's like that ground was flooded by this emotional confusion and chaos, and a lot of options being at the same time given to you, that you got really confused and lost. And so, coming from the past position, the recent past, you have the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man really talks about the period of time where you felt stagnant and unable to move and confused about how to manifest the things you want in your life in a solid, grounded way. So you had to go upside down. You had to understand the structure of your life in a different way. You had to see it from a different angle to gain illumination, to gain the perspective of where the transformation and where the change is needed for you to go on this path. So this could be a period of time where you felt a crisis of faith in yourself, in life, in whatever was going on, or a time where you felt so sensitive, so moody, so out of touch with reality that got you in a state of sometimes even depression. Together with this card, you have the Seven of Cups. So again, a lot of emphasis in emotional nebulous energy and confusion, and being really disconnected with your sense of focus, with your sense of discriminative energy, being able to discern what's an illusion and what's reality. What is your emotional needs and availability to follow each one of them? Which one of them is the one you are available emotionally to follow? So this is an energy you're going out, which is great, because in its higher vibration, this is talking about you learning the power of compassion and devotion and surrender, which is what your opposite sign Pisces teaches you, and this is the cards really associated with that. So it's like this learning process that you don't have control of everything, and not always we have a rational logic answer and explanation for everything we feel, we do, we don't do. And so it's like you were learning, or you have been, that's have been the proposal here is for Virgos to learn how to open their arms to devotion and compassion, to what they cannot logically understand, but they allow in them as another type of knowledge, as another type of guidance, as another type of understanding of the reality and themselves. And coming out from this and going through the present moment of the energy here for this 2 weeks to come, it's really different. It's like you end this cycle of more confused state and an inability to move, and you regain your sense of power and freedom to make the necessary changes, the necessary leaps of faith to go in the direction of something new. You have a lot of cards of beginnings and moving and new cycle. You have the Fool. You have the Six of Swords. You have the World card. And you have as the outcome of all of this the Eight of Wands. So all cards of movement, all cards of speeding up, getting away from the negative energy, getting away from the thought patterns that kept you stuck in this limited notion of reality. It's interesting that in the center of the reading you have the Six of Swords, and in the outcome you have the Eight of Wands, two cards that talk about moving, that talk about going to different places, either in your mind, really opening up, broadening your scope of understanding of life, either physically, getting out there, communicating more, showing yourself more, networking more, receiving more information from outside sources. So this 2 weeks could be a very interesting time, especially going out from the Hanged Man. It could be a very interesting time where you feel this shift of energy, like you feel finally more energized to make the moves, to make the changes, to make the decisions that you want to make. Because yes, you are also in the state of trying to understand which path to go, which way to go, how to compromise your needs with someone else's needs, how to compromise one idea with another idea, one circumstance with another circumstance, one person's viewpoint with another person's viewpoint, either through you or others. There's a decision here. There's also, and could be, denial to see things clearly, denial to quit the logic of your mind, thinking that that logic will protect your heart from where you truly want to go. And so you put yourself in a state of denial that creates even more difficulty to move forward. You are called this week to move forward, to go into a different direction. This could mean, because we are in holiday season, of course, that you will travel somewhere to gather with your family, together with your friends, to celebrate all this events in this time of the year. But this is more about finally feeling that things are moving, finally feeling that you have a chance to speed up. All this time things were so slow, this slow paced movement. And so the Six of Swords also talks about being very focused, being very determined to walk away from your own negative ways of thinking, being more, having more this uh, innovation mind, this innovative mind where you think outside the box, where you do things again outside the box, like this new game perspective of the Hangman taught you. It's like you will be much more in the direction of doing things in a more creative and completely different way that you used to think about, you used to think about things, about your life, about yourself, about people. And the Six of Swords is really this genius, also this genius mind that understands the power of the mind, that understands that with the mind you can rebuild and shape and transform the way you react to certain circumstances. And so if you have been in troubled times emotionally, which I feel you have, your mind, it's not about like this Two of Swords. Your mind will not um, protect you from feeling the experiences you are meant to felt, from receiving the emotions you are meant to receive in your space or to give. But it will help you, again, put down the swords and open yourself to what life has to offer you, because this new gained sense of perspective understands that you have the control over the reactions you choose to have depending on these circumstances. And this, together with the Ten of Swords coming up as well in the future position, you are in the process of rebirth and change. Emotionally and mentally, everything is coming together to this crystallization period. The world here is also crossing you. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas for this 2 weeks to come. So this is a lot of emphasis on spiritual lessons, major life events, things happening to teach you from the experiences, very important lessons aligned with your soul, your purpose, and who you should be. And again, you are in this process of culmination, crystallization, in the process of rebirth and the finalization of a cycle, and beginning this new one with infinite possibilities here with the Fool. So you can feel as well two type of different energies here. Um, for one hand, you can feel that your life is finally in track and speeding up, and things are starting to move, and things are starting to happen, and the opportunities are starting to surface. Because this will depend on how you are choosing to use this Six of Swords, how you're choosing to use this Two of Swords as well. You will either feel very driven to go on the direction of the Fool because you are so tired. This talks about being tired, exhausted, mentally dead and depressed. You were so tired that yes, you thank the universe, you thank God, you thank life for finally putting you in the track of this new beginning, of this zero path, or you fight it and you resist it here with the Two of Swords in the middle, and you have one foot in the past, one foot in the present moment, and one foot in what is your very comfort zone that should be very uncomfortable, and this one that it's scary, that it takes a risk, that it takes a lot of trust, innate trust in you, in life, in everything that's out there for you to learn. So it really depends on how you're choosing to use your mind here. That's why I told you it depends on the Six of Swords. But you will not be able to run away from the completion of the cycle. That like this time could be, which is very resonant with the end of the year. This could be the final puzzle piece that you need to put there to see the whole picture in front of you, to understand better everything that was going on here. And I think you do because also unconsciously you have the strength. So you were very able to endure this process, many times asking yourself how are you able to hold your ground um, so steadily, how you don't break down, how you're able here to still sustain your energy, to believe, to be patient, that you will get there. So the strength here worked unconsciously to help you cement all of this, to help you in the middle of the confusion of the hangman, in the middle of the chaos, in the middle of the emotional sensitivity that you may have been feeling, and the confusion and the despair and the victim mentality and feeling like life has no meaning and has no sense. And at the same time, understanding that this was a period of time where you were asked to heal from the waters of redemption, that you were asked to see things differently, to experience life at a higher vibration, at a more spiritual level, whatever spiritual means to you, with a more awareness, more consciousness. You were strong. You were so strong in your heart to understand, even feeling this duality between despair and hope. You got it because there's this intense desire in yourself. There's this intense, passionate, creative outlook that you want to manifest in your life. And so you tame the beast by not by imprisoning the beast, not by rejecting, denying, actually by showing it love, actually by seducing the beast, by making it tender, by making it your way, the way you want to direct this beast in your life, but with your wisdom, with your kindness, with your strength and your patience. And so, Virgo, this is this time where this ability that unconsciously you had to make this happen, to sustain this strength card in your life. This is the time where finally you can see things unfolding, where you can see things moving, where you can feel driven to move, to communicate, to be more confident, more enterprise, more dynamic. This two cards together is really talking about you changing completely the road you were supposed to take, either in your work life, suddenly changing the career path and being called crazy and being called an eccentric and nobody understanding what you're doing, being inspired by someone like this in your life, by a fiery character around you that is pushing your buttons to move, to go with them, doing something different, doing something unique. This could be, as always, from you or other people, but it's about being very confident and self-assured in your creative self, on your spirit, on your fire, on the dynamic of making things happen. And this is why you end up with the Eight of Wands. Fast, 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 fast energy. You will see, if you have been feeling that your life was pretty boring until now, I believe you will see things happening in a very interesting way, and you will feel the sense of expansion, and you'll be called to adapt to very different scenarios at the same time. And so, as a Virgo myself, I'm very interested to see this, how this is going to unfold. Because yes, my life is have been slowly, again very slowly, with the Hangman starting to get more busy and busier and busier. And so, let's see what these 2 weeks have to bring to us, all Virgos out there. Thank you for listening to me, for liking, subscribing, commenting, sending me emails. Even though not always I'm able to reply, I read all of them and I'm very deeply touched by it. And so, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year for all of you that celebrate this holidays. And we'll see each other soon, hopefully.